I question myself, all I have to do is go to Twitch, and I can see what's going on. I can see what category I'm in, because I'm like, how do I see what category I'm in? Because somebody, I was watching a YouTube video and stuff yesterday, and they said if you're in the wrong category and somebody finds out, like if I'm playing World of Warcraft, like say I'm playing Disney, and my husband goes, hey Rose, we want you in World of Warcraft. And I say, okay, and I shut down that game and I open up World of Warcraft, but I don't stop my stream and restart my stream and go into World of Warcraft, I can get in a lot of trouble. And so I have to constantly be like, I'm in the right category, right? I'm like, I changed the category, right? I did. I did. Okay. I don't remember changing the category, and that's because I was in just chatting for the drawing of the winners, and so I'm still in that category, which that's where I watch YouTube at, because we're kind of just chatting. We're opening up discussions here, okay? We're opening up discussions by watching these YouTube videos. No. I don't know. This was easy earlier. It showed me like full screen. Here, capture any full screen application. Is it going to capture my YouTube now?
Bills that says don't say.
Nope. What if I unfull screen this? Okay, fine, I'll full screen it anyways. Oh, come on, let me change my capture. Wait. Oh, I know why it's being difficult. I changed my theme today. You know what? If I change my theme back, that will solve it. All I have to do is go back to Christmas, and then YouTube will be captured. There we go, YouTube. I watched the first like 30 seconds of this and I was like, what this guy is about to say is crazy. Kind of. But I'm not judging, okay? I'm not judging. It's, okay, maybe let me change the word to crazy, from crazy to surprising. And, okay? Not like okay as in, okay, cool. As in, oh, I'm guessing Chris brought home the groceries. Okay, hold on. Each one of you get a 6-pack, or whatever, I don't care anymore.
8-pack.
8-pack.
Yeah. So
Well, I just want you guys to share them.
We got 4 of them, and I take 1, so now we got...
Yes, you guys bugged me for apple juice. Oh, man. The groceries just got here, and I kind of want to go downstairs. Okay, give me a 2-minute break before we start this, guys. I'm sorry. Because I gotta really quickly, if I don't grab my snacks and divvy out everything real quick, things might go to... But I'm gonna hurry up and do it as fast as possible. Or are they still in Chris's car? Or are they in the house?
They're in the house.
Okay, give me 2 minutes. I just gotta really quickly say, this goes up to my room. And bring them up. Okay, good.
Mom, I went to the bathroom.
Good job.
Are you proud of me?
Very.
I go in back.
If you're a special girl, I give you one of these apple juices. Because Snapple Apple is the... No, they do not sponsor this show. This is the best kind of apple juice you can ever get.
Yeah.
It tastes like a real red apple. Okay, go ahead. You get one. Love you. You're the best daughter ever.
Mommy, you remember I was
Great.
the first baby?
One stupid cord. Trip over one stupid cord. And everything comes tumbling down. Everything. I'm gonna break my computer again if this keeps... I need to get some bag ties and I need to figure this out because I can't. This is how my last computer broke. It kept falling off. Well, the stand is supposed to have clips to hold your computer down to it. There's clips on the side. And so in case your computer gets pulled, the clips grab it. The clips broke. They kept coming loose and I kept pushing them and tightening them back in spot and they kept coming loose and kept trying to tighten them back in spot. And well, I got a new thing coming tonight that might help my cord situation. So I just gotta wait. Okay, now I got me a new Snapple Apple because I gave mine away. Come on in, dog. Hurry before I shut the door. I just have to go downstairs when the groceries come in and make sure that I don't buy very many snacks and stuff, but they got to come up to my room because if they don't come up to my room, then, okay. Oh, good, they missed that. Oh, good, you guys missed all that accident. Whew. Oh, okay, anyways, I gotta make sure that what little treats I do buy and stuff, I don't buy very many, but they have to come up to my room because the kids will go through them crazy fast and they have to last 2 weeks until next payday as they have to last that long. So I have to make sure things get dished out little by little, not in oh yeah, here you go, and eat them, spread them across the house, have fun, because they have to last 2 weeks, or else by the end of the 2 weeks everybody's dying. Okay, so warning, what we're about to watch is a lot of controversial subject.
Mommy, I tell everyone,
This is good for discussion, but not for debate and fighting.
I tell everybody that they can have fun every day.
And this is once again unapologetic. She's great. I like her. She has a middle ground stance like me. I don't just like her because she has a lot of the same views as me, because sometimes I'm kind of like, oh, okay, that was interesting, I never thought about that, and then I'm like, I have to think on that. But she's really well educated. She used to be a lefter, now she's a middle grounder. She understands both sides. And so I guess she goes to college. You see, she's well educated. She does a lot of things. She's got her own show. She goes to colleges. She does a lot of things, and she does a lot. She She was just on the show Middle Ground, which was one of the coolest things in the world. Go watch Unapologetic on the show Middle Ground. She's amazing on that show, and it's just amazing that she got called for Middle Ground, because, well, she's total middle ground person. Anyways, this will be, I didn't mean to do a West Side symbol. This will be controversial, but we're here to talk, not do what he's just about to say, okay? This is not what this is about, okay? Let's watch him and, okay, let's not do this. Okay, let me go to, yeah, it's like, wow, well, those are fighting words, right? Am I right? I mean, you say something like that, and that just makes people usually want to bring on a fight all the more. Because you're basically saying, yeah, I want to fight with you, but I'm going to take a step back right now because you're making me so angry for not agreeing with me. I don't even know what they were exactly talking about. I just know it has to do something with racism, but she is, like, right in a way that just because something is about race doesn't mean it's racist, but it can be racist. I don't know the background of what they're talking about, so I can't put in, like, my thought, not my opinion, but my thought, if I thought it sounded racist. I'm not going to say whether it is racist or whether it's not racist, but whether I thought it, to me, in my mind, the way I am, the way I was raised, if to me that came across, like, in my mind, does that bring a racist flag or not? But just because you were raising your immediate reactions, that doesn't mean that that's what you think, but usually it does. But you know, like I said, this is good discussion stuff, but you know, awareness stuff, but and also to see what the rest of the world is like, because one good thing about the internet is you kind of get to see how everybody else is kind of living and what they go through, because like here in Utah, everything is highly grounded in religion. There's a word for, like, religionist, like racist, but you're like religionist. Just kidding. Yeah. Yeah, like, don't purposely divert police and say, but I mean, they should be on alert and maybe stick in a good middle ground or close to, in case we get a call to this neighborhood, you know, let's not go too far into this other neighborhood kind of thing, you know? And the sad part is, well, like here in Utah, neighborhoods of color are where the gangs are. I'm not saying white people don't engage in gangs, but they're kind of like a minority, a small amount in them. I mean, I've known families of color that weren't in gangs. Like I said, when I first entered in high school, I had no friends except for this black guy I met over the summer, and he wasn't into drugs, gangs, or anything like that. And he was really awesome to hang out with, and he lived around the corner from my house. He was close to my house. And so, but I do know that a lot of the Hispanic kids that I grew up with in junior high and high school were in gangs and had tattoos and flashed their gangs. And my friend had dated some gang members too, and she started wearing their bandanas because she was their girlfriend, and they were of color too. And it's just really hard because, like, there is a lot of gangs, like, okay, because we're in the West, we have a lot of Hispanic people, and there are a lot of gangs down in Mexico, and they bring that up here to California, and then they flood into. Everybody says Utah is like 2-ish years behind California. If they bring it to California, it'll slowly flood over to Utah in 2 years. And I don't know if that's true. That's what I heard growing up. Like I said, there's things that I know of from growing up, but I don't know if they're true and of a right opinion. But I just know that everybody said, yeah, we're 2 years behind California, and so all the gang violence there and all the violence, not just gang violence, but other things there, they'll catch up to Utah in like 2 or 3 years. So it's like, let's watch California news and we'll know what Utah's going to be like soon. Like, I remember in California, they started this trick on how to box people in with 2 cars and then rob you. And they're like, okay, be careful at night with people following too closely, because they're going to try and get you to pull over and box you in. Make sure you always keep a huge distance between you and the car in front of you and whatnot. And they were training you that, but I mean, they didn't use race in it. They didn't say like, oh yeah, and they'll probably be of this race. No, it was just like, here is a new way to carjack people. It's happening in California right now. It's a big deal in California. Everything from California always floods into Utah. Watch out. Weird. I got arrested 5 years ago because they thought I was doing meth, because they saw the acne on my face, and I was wearing my daddy's little monster Harley Quinn shirt and black pair of sweats. Somebody who's got tattoos and wearing bandanas and stuff like that, they're going to get arrested no matter the color, especially by a crooked cop, because they're gonna assume you have drugs on you, and then if they do find drugs on you, well, then that just proved them right. And that cop was so sure that night, because of the acne on my face and the way I was dressed, that I was going to have drugs on me. Oh boy, was he wrong. And well, I look white, okay? So Has he been in that neighborhood? Has he? Because this is the thing. I mean, he's looking at statistics, and that's great and all. Okay, great. But the thing is I'm not liking this convo because statistics are statistics. Okay, they can be wrong. Spend a week in that community and talk with people, and you tell me after you come out of that community how many of each race are in that community, and then of that race, take your own statistics, okay? Don't just take statistics on a neighborhood or your neighbor saying, hey, this is a bad neighborhood. Like I was telling you guys in Heike's story, Glendale was a bad area, but I've been there a couple times, and I've seen skaters going down the street, and, well, skaters aren't really scary people. They're just people who wear baggy clothes and long hair and want to go skateboarding all day long. They don't usually do drugs, and I'm saying usually, it doesn't mean they don't, but, I mean, my friend Heike lived in that neighborhood for 6 years just fine. Hey, I grew up in Rose Park, okay? Like I said in my last story this last Wednesday night, just last night, my sister-in-law, when she met me, she was like, you're from Rose Park? You went to West High? It's like, yeah, I'm a West High survivor. Which is, yes, you heard that right. I went to West High, which is the rival to East High, which is the East High for High School Musical. It was filmed right here in Utah at East High. I went to its rival. So anyways, yeah, sometimes you gotta go take your own statistics. Take a couple friends so you feel safe in case the other statistics are right. But, see, I mean, because people like to look at statistics, and I don't totally trust statistics because they're made up by people who don't care if they're right or wrong. They just care if the numbers match their agenda. Okay? I don't care their agenda. If you're really as concerned as he is, which he seems really concerned and enthralled, go talk to some police officers. You see a police officer in that neighborhood, stop and talk to him. Say, hey, I'm a college student. They'll talk to college students who are, say, I'm a college student. I'm doing my own statistics on this neighborhood. What's your opinion? You police it all the time. Because I'm sure the police officer policing is often called there. Go do your own statistics and then come stand back in this classroom and tell me what you found. Okay, no. They're trying to be more aggressive towards people in gangs. Has nothing to do with color. I don't know if they could be racist in the police force and say, yeah, these guys are going to be some big black and Hispanic guys, so, not tiny, skinny little white guys. But tiny little white guys, go talk to my dad. My dad didn't like, he's 5'4", 5. He didn't like anybody telling him he was too small and not tough. Because he was tough. He was short, but he was tough and crazy. Watch out for those short people. Hopefully they don't teach it in the police academies that it's people of color. They're just saying, hey, there's a lot of gangs in this neighborhood, and we're going to teach you how to handle, gangs. Because they're going to have guns. They're going to have weapons. It's could be a deadly situation. No. He's lumping police officers in with the criminal justice system. The police officers are at the bottom of they're the bottom of the pyramid, okay? Or whatever, the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to the criminal justice system. They're the first to make the arrest and write up the report. But they have nothing to do with you after that except for if they're needed for testimony at trial. Other than that, the second they book you into jail, it's goodbye, and I hope I never see you again on, if I'm on those streets. Hopefully the next time I see you, you're being good. You can't lump police officers in with the court systems. They don't have any control. The only control they have over the court systems is what they write in that report. Because people the first thing they look at is what the police officer has to say about the situation. Nowadays they're making them wear body cams so that they can't lie and verify that situation. But you can't lump police officers in with judges, lawyers, that whole process. What? Well, last night when I told my story, I was talking about maybe we should divert some money to a special mental health prison. Not a mental health hospital and then halfway houses. Go listen to last night's story, and because I'm not going to explain why. I don't want to take too many pauses and too many, but last night's story explains what I just said. Wow. I didn't think that was a fight, but... Oh. Okay, so you're saying that in the middle of Jim Crow, things started getting better for black people, but then with the presidential change and the welfare system changed, because here in Utah, people get mad and talk about how people enjoy being on welfare, enjoy getting free money. And so I kind of understand where she's going with this, because it's like, okay, so was it racism, or they incentivize single mothers, and the statistics, as you know, it is huge on unmarried colored women having babies. Not a lot of them are married. And then they go on welfare, and then that counts towards poverty, and so then poverty skyrockets again, and it's sad. And then people point out Jim Crow and racism as the result, when it's the welfare system we put in place. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I didn't know the exact statistic. It didn't want to say it, because I don't want to sound racist, because I'm not. But I just knew the statistic was high, and that is high. That's one in 4 women. 2.5 in 10, you know. Oh, I heard about a very controversial billboard Planned Parenthood put up about babies being in danger in a black room. It was bad billboard to put up. I can't believe they did that. Like, wow, for them to that. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say. I mean, if you want to talk about something racist out there, Planned Parenthood did a really racist thing by doing that. I mean, kind of, I guess. I mean, that was rude to just peg out a race like that. Well, they are such a minority that I don't really see them around. We have a few Asian stores here in Utah. I frequent them because I love Samura. I love Pocky. I love most of all Japanese candy. There's a blanket I have here, queen size blanket. Beautiful deep red roses with a little bit of tiger print here and there. $10. Oh, yep, during World War II, because what Japan did to us in Pearl Harbor, we took every Japanese, including George Takai and his family when he was a little boy, and we locked him away in their own kind of concentration camp for like 3-4 years. Bailey Sarian in her Dark History goes over it in deep depths. Go watch her if you want to learn the whole full on deep depths that she dives into it. So if you already knew about that but you don't know the full story, go watch her. She's great, because like I said, I've watched her before, because she's brought up stuff that I know, but I didn't do as deep of a dive as she does, and she goes into a full deep dive on Dark History, and she'll go over what we did to Asians here at Yep, she's right, because people say, usually it's the loudest voices you hear, and it's the people that speak the loudest, because Asians are very quiet. They keep to themselves. They run their businesses or do their work or focus on their schooling. They don't go out protesting and picketing. I don't know what kind of situation they're in, because they don't raise their voice up and say if they feel like they're being oppressed or something in this country. They don't talk about it. They don't go over it. And so it's easy to let them fall between the cracks, because they're probably the quietest of all the races. Oh, this was bad. I knew 2 people in Arizona who took total advantage of this. Yes, they were single mothers living in their household, but they were having their kids paid for by the dad, but the dad wasn't living in the home, and they lied about getting payments from the dad so that they could get the max amount of money in food and cash sent to them. She does a great job of being very calm and answering their questions with the best of her knowledge and her studies and everything, and she's just so well educated and everything. I am not very well educated in all politics. I hear things here and there. I see things here and... Ooh, psychopath and sociopath. This one's cool. Let me quickly state what... The surface difference, sociopaths... are the type of people like... we'll use Jeffrey Dahmer as an example. People who are oddballs in school growing up. They're that odd kid. They have odd minds. They play odd things. They talk in odd ways. They have odd interests and stuff like that. And they are a little bit more reserved and held back. Not exactly, I wouldn't say introvert, because we'll go over introvert and extrovert another day, because I hate how people get those mixed up too. And a psychopath, they're scary because See, unlike a sociopath, they know how to work society. We will put up John Wayne Gacy. Wonderful man in society. Held his own business. Gave people jobs. He was the helping hand you needed when you were down. Gave you a place to stay. But man, he had bodies buried in his house. And if you got a job from him and you were male, no matter your race, you were most likely going to end up in his basement floors. And so that's like the surface level. The way to tell the difference between them is psychopaths know how to work society. They know how to live behind closed doors, and they know how, when they walk out that door, how to present themselves. Sociopaths don't get that. They can't grasp social concepts. And they can't grasp what people are looking for, inclusion and everything. They can't grasp how to be included in on things and how society works. It took you 3 hours to jump in? Wow. Let's hear this. Okay. Let's do this. Oh yeah, really quickly, let's give him at least a thumbs up. I might want to give him a subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to give you a like right away. I might even subscribe. Like, if you look at John Wayne Gacy, the way he treated his wife, like, he's like, you know what? I'm married to you, and I'm gay, and I just want to have sex with you one more, or should I say that word? I want to go into the bedroom with you one more time, and that's it, end of story, and we're done. He doesn't even care at all. He doesn't even care. I don't even know how much he even really cares after she leaves him, because he's not looking out for her feelings, and he's gone, and he's cheating on her, and he's killing people, and he's not even considering his kids. They don't consider people close to them, people around them. And all they care about is looking good to society and getting away with their crime. Whereas you would probably say a sociopath cares too much, because they're always trying to fit into society one way or another. When someone shows any little bitty little bit of interest in what they're doing, like with Jeffrey Dahmer, that kid showed a little bit of interest to him in class, you could see exactly where the sociopath right there, he's like, hey, I got an extra pig. You want to come home with me? Because he thought, if that guy liked dissection, hey, I'm going to get an extra pig, and I bet he'll want to come over to my house and dissect it with me. And sociopaths crave to fit in and to be part of society. They just don't know how to do it. It's hard to tell. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, this is the whole nature versus nurture debate. There are some times where you can be born with, I mean, there's just, everybody has hormones and everything and whatnot, and I don't know what word I'm trying to think of to describe it, but things in our bodies, yeah, amygdalas, parts of our brains, and some people's parts of their brains are underdeveloped, overly developed, damaged. You know, some people can have difficult births, and doctors will ask you, will ask the mother, was their birth normal? Did anything go wrong? They quit using forceps because they were damaging babies' heads when they used forceps. And in the mind, especially in a baby with their head so soft, it's so easy to damage that area and to have things go wrong. And when things like that go wrong, when the body's chemistry doesn't come together like it's supposed to, yes, you can be born with it, because the chemistry, if you don't make perfect chemistry, so basically you can also say sociopaths are born too. Like, I don't know, are they part of the underdeveloped, the overdeveloped? You know, depends on the part of the brain, whatnot. I mean, it depends on how the mother did during pregnancy. Did she do something, drink alcohol, whatnot? That, because you hear of women who drink alcohol during pregnancy and that the baby came out looking deformed. Like, they have certain, like, types of, like, noses or something, like certain feature. I think this part's missing, like this little connection part. It's the last thing to form on your face. This right here is where your face comes together, and that's why you had that little, because it's like, boom, it's where your body sealed up, you know, your face, your lips, and your, right there is the last place to form it, you know. And when alcohol or drugs or anything interrupts that, you can actually be the cause of. But, you know, and that's why doctors, you know, strongly stress about taking care of yourself while you're pregnant. That's why they move checkups to, you know, once every month, and then in your last trimester every couple weeks, and then in your last month every week, and ultrasounds all the time. And anytime you have a worry, there's an ultrasound, because they got to constantly make sure that baby did not get damaged. And then there's people who are born with Down syndrome who have that extra chromosome because something in the chemistry, the makeup went wrong. And so, yeah, people can be born that way when the chemistry makeup just doesn't work out. Physical and chemistry. Yeah, because they just sit there intrigued. Yep. When Dahmer died, the mom wanted to let them take his brain for science, but the dad they fought over it, because everybody's like, no, we want Dahmer's brain. And I wish they would have let him have Dahmer's brain, and because it could have helped out in the study. Huh. So if somebody, no, I'm just gonna make a joke. If somebody has poor smell, run the other direction. And they laugh. If they smile at a murder scene, give them the smell test. If they can't distinguish smells, get out of there. You know what? My ex-husband's stepdad was like, "Yeah, I'm antisocial. I got an antisocial personality disorder," and he was like proud of it. And I'm like, "That's nothing to be proud of, dude. Antisocial is not something to be like, yeah, I'm in the antisocial club. I rock." Like I said, we talked about John Wayne Gacy and his wife. He got married, but he didn't have that bond with his wife. He didn't care about his wife's feelings and needs. And like superficial bonds, like I said, they know how to be in society. They don't care whether they're your friend or not. They just need you to think that they are. That's all they care about. They'll go home at the end of the night by themselves. They don't need to hang out with you. They just need you to think that you would. Exactly. Told you. Told you. That they don't have emotion. Okay. 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 So yeah, dopamine's that one that, yeah, that give, that's why people like, some people like risky behavior and stuff. Some people handle their dopamine stuff in the correct way. They go snowboarding or rock climbing, or they climb Mount Everest or something. I don't know. They find healthy activities. I wouldn't say like every psychopath becomes a killer. I bet you psychopaths are also on a spectrum. And it's not like psychopath isn't black and white. There's some gray areas. There's a spectrum. And some people need that dopamine rush. And maybe bullying does it for them, and they're a bully for life. Like my father-in-law, he's known to hurt animals. He's, as a child, as a teenager, and as an adult father, he has been known to abuse, kill, torture animals. Don't know about bedwetting, don't know about fire setting, but I sure know that my husband's siblings sure let me know how much he loves to. And so, and he is hard to bond with. And I don't think he ever bonded with Riley. I think they watch football together, and I think there's like this fake sense of a bond there. But it's not like he calls Riley up and they're buddies. It's when they're in a social setting together, I bet my father-in-law is on that spectrum. Also because they also do come off as narcissistic and full of themselves too. I wonder how his sense of smell is. Charles Manson. Charles Manson. Charles Manson. Ouch. My father-in-law owns his own business. He doesn't like working for other people. That's why, even though his business is failing and sometimes he can barely take care of his family, he refuses to get, well, he finally did actually 7-8 years ago get a real job. He finally did cave. His wife finally pushed him to get a real job. And now he works for the city, but he's a manager there. So you can feel good that a lot of the streamers that you watch that can stream hours on end are not psychopaths. Just kidding, it's funny.
Mommy?
So I'm not a psychopath because you know that I can concentrate and earn money in Disney. What, Colin, baby?
Can I have the soda?
Which kind of soda do you want? I don't want you to drink it all. Please don't, please don't, please don't. Carefully go through the bags, please. There's the little tiny Pepsis downstairs. I don't think I brought them upstairs. Do you want to bring the little tiny Pepsis up here? Bring the little ones up here. I want them up here. Okay, let's continue. It's how they fit into society. Did you find the little tiny Pepsis? I left them downstairs on the counter by the stove, I think. Go check everywhere in the kitchen. Nope. I don't know. Because how do you get somebody that's wired to be that way to fight their compulsory lying and actually just start telling the truth? And somebody that's used to getting their way, manipulating their way, running their way, how do you get them to admit the truth, to Because once they admit the truth, it takes down their ego and everything. No, you can't find him? I don't think I brought him up here. Did Grandpa take him? Those If you want some, let me open the bag. Because I don't want you to open it the wrong way. Maybe Grandpa took them thinking they were his, I don't know. Anyways, let's continue. This is interesting. Oh, yeah, see, medications, you gotta go there because medications can counter an imbalance, because that's the only way I can see it, because they are wired that way, and you got to figure out how to unwire that.
He didn't buy it.
Okay, I will go downstairs in a minute. I want to finish this video. That's a hard definition, because, like, I don't think Dahmer and stuff like that were ever really extremely aggressive. I mean, somebody who's trying to fit into society, I mean, I can see how the frustration of never being able to fit in can lead to aggressive behavior because of the lack of understanding of why they're fitting in. Can lead to aggressive behavior, but I don't see that being aggressive is wired into him. But let's hear why he has to say that, because maybe he knows something that I don't know, which is totally fine, because I did go to school for this, but I didn't get further training in it like I need to and I should. Told you. Oh.
Mommy, Chris was the only one that know what the solstice was.
Who? Oh.
It was at the glass table, but up this glass table.
Okay, yeah, I told you there was little ones. I got you guys little ones so you wouldn't waste the big ones.
What was this one?
It's just regular Pepsi.
Okay. There's one.
Here, let me open it so it doesn't explode. I want to make sure it doesn't explode like it didn't get shake. See? Hold on, it got shook. Okay, it's safe now.
Give me to a wound.
Yes. Like when Dahmer got caught, he said, I should be caught. I should be locked away. Because he knew exactly. And that's the only reason why sociopaths are able to hide their crimes, is because they know they're doing wrong. And they know that what they're doing is not normal. And because even though they can't fit into society, they do know what normal is, what normal's not, right from wrong, and all of that. They are aware of those. And that's what makes them easier to prey on people, is they can form a relationship with you, a genuine relationship with you for a moment, to finally get what they want, which is, if it's you dead, it's you dead. Yeah, I can see how sociopaths are easier to treat than psychopaths. I would have more hope over a sociopath than a psychopath. They're negative, very negative thinking. I think what keeps a sociopath in their crimes is their depressive and negative thinking. They like, look at Dahmer. He tried not to kill, but when he killed twice on accident, he just was like, well, I guess it's just a part of me. And he just, where was I going with this? He just kind of, accepted it and said, all right, fine. This is a part of me. This is, what I do. And it's that negative and depressive feeling of, okay, fine. I'm screwed up. I'm messed up. There's nothing anybody can do. My dad knows I'm a screw up. I've disappointed my dad a million times. I keep disappointing him. So they just fall into the, I might as well just do it because it's just me. It's just who I am. I'm just a big disappointment. And they fall into that rabbit hole. Deep, dark rabbit hole. Me and somebody else were talking the other day. Be wary of the person. Oh, me and my counselor. We were talking about what you need to be scared of is the one who fits into society too well. Those are the people that need to be investigated and checked out. Not the ones who struggle, not the ones who have trouble. They need help. They do. But the ones that you should be worried about are the two perfect ones. The ones that are just way perfect. Like, how do they do it? They're so perfect. I wish I was like them. They make it look easy. No. Be wary of those ones. Me and my counselor both were laughing about it and agreeing on that. Yeah, because they both come from trauma. They both have violent tendencies. They both can be, when you catch a murderer, a serial killer, they're usually one or the other. And it's not likely you're like, oh, this person has nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with them. They're a normal person who just murders. I mean, and wait till they get caught and they just psychopaths like Ted Bundy will lie their way all the way to their death that they were innocent. Sociopaths and stuff. Well, no, some psychopaths, because you look at Eileen Wuornos and Charles Manson, Jeffrey Dahmer, all them guys who was like, yep, I'm caught, here's my crime. Some of them were psychopaths and narcissists and happily admitted up to it like a trophy, and some of them guilt-ridden and wanting to make penance before they die, because Charles Manson, Eileen Wuornos, Richard Ramirez, all them guys were just like, nope, Satan, and la la la, and men are evil, and this world is evil, and where versus you have people like Jeffrey Dahmer and stuff, who got baptized in jail, who sought repentance for his crimes, who, rode that guilt train all the way to his death. And when somebody was killing him, he didn't even fight it. Because once again, that negative and depressive thinking that he knew he deserved it. He knew he was bad, that he was messed up, that there was something wrong with him, that he was a disappointment. He rode that train all the way to his death. Haha. Let's see what he says. What? No. I disagree on this one. What? Dahmer was so sloppy at his crimes. There was a dead body on his floor while he was trying to kill a 14-year-old boy, and the police were in his home. I mean, he almost got caught. And he was a bad liar when the police pulled him over. He wasn't a confident liar. He was a bad liar. But it was the lie he used that got him out. Oh, well, my parents are divorced and I can't sleep and mom ran away. And any cop would be like, alright, just go home, buddy. Look at John Wayne Gacy, who... Okay, I like this video until this point. We and him are going to have to agree to disagree, because I see Dahmer as a sociopath. Alright, this is going to... Okay. Hold on. Okay. I liked all the bits of information all the way up into the end. But now that I'm going to have to do a Yahoo search, is going to blow my algorithm's mind, but... There's other people who do differences. Well, like I said, there is a surface difference. It's how they fit into society. Jeffrey Dahmer didn't fit into society. John Wayne Gacy did. That's the psycho and that's the socio part of it. The sociopath lacks social economics, where the psychopath is a master at it. I wouldn't say significant. I agree with him that there is a lot of overlap between the two. But there is a surface difference. Because both of them can be narcissists. Both of them can be liars. Both of them can... the Dahmer show portrayed how Dahmer did have... he was aware of his feelings and guilt, whereas John Wayne Gacy wasn't. I would say it sounds more like a psychopath. Told you. See, that's exactly what I said. How they blend into society. Oh, psychopaths would be great in sales, by the way. You want to sell stuff? Hire a psychopath. Well, that's where you get the sociopath that you have a hard time with, because you feel like they're trying to cover your needs and you feel like they somewhat understand you, but they keep doing all the wrong actions. It's like they keep taking actions to help you, but they keep doing it all wrong and they keep screwing it up, and the sociopath doesn't understand why they keep screwing it up and why you're always mad at them, because you think you're doing what they just don't understand how to do what you need them to do, and they don't take subtle cues really well. I mean, they need to be spoken to very straightforward, like, I don't know, Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy. They're very literal people. You just gotta tell it to them straight. Like, Mantis and Draxwing got Kevin Bacon, and they didn't even know he was an actor and la la la, and they just did something really impulsive, crazy, because they knew their friend was upset, and so they thought, we're gonna solve this by kidnapping somebody. And Star-Lord's like, dude, you guys, this is wrong, this is kidnapping. Ah. Yeah, sociopaths can get married multiple times. Told you, told you, told you! Told you, told you, told you. They are the most dangerous because they are so good at what they do. They're lying, their manipulation, they're fitting into society. Oh, they're good. And they're dangerous. See, told you, John Wayne Gacy, psychopath. Psychopath because of that double life he lived. Psycho. Exactly. Oh, watch out, bud.
What is that so all about? What is that so all about?
I'm a bull! And psychopaths might be born. So, be careful how you treat your children. Well, and be careful how you handle pregnancy, but you can't help it if it's chemistry, though.
But Mom, I didn't have fun
What?
with Guy. Guy was being mean, Mom.
Why would that be mean?
Because when we gone, he put this look out the window and he didn't let
He
me.
what?
He didn't let me in my own bottle.
Huh?
He didn't let me in my own bottle.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Stop talking! It was because Guy was not letting me in my own bottle. Stop!
Like you said, underdevelopment, overdevelopment, underdevelopment.
Dynamic twins.
I used that word in the last video where they didn't. Underdevelopment.
Hey Mom, what's this? My worker.
And how do you help that underdevelopment? Is it the mother did drugs, alcohol, took Tylenol? No, I'm just kidding. Not Tylenol. I was just throwing Tylenol out there lately because I've been seeing a lot of ads that causes autism, and I have 3 kids that are 2 that are definitely on the spectrum. Don't know where the 3rd one is. I know he's hyperactive and doesn't settle down, but I took Tylenol in all 3 pregnancies. Well, that's good to know. So that's 1 in every 100, 4 in every 100. So 5 people in every 100 are let's definitely give him a thumbs up on this video. Did I already give him a thumbs up? I did. Let's definitely give him a thumbs up. That was great. And not just because I agreed with a lot of it, but see, like, look at this. Chris Williamson on Why They Are Psychopaths. He shows Christian Bale in that role. See, that's a psycho. That was not Dahmer. Dahmer wasn't that confident. Hey, I'm carrying out a crime. He did the emotional attachment. He didn't want to kill them, he just wanted to keep them there. He tried drilling holes in their brains, putting acid in their brain. He just wanted a human vegetable to stay in his bed. Like, he should have gone to the hospital and adopted a coma patient. Maybe he should have became a nurse in a coma ward, and then he'd be good. I believe that killers' brains are different. Yes, Jeffrey Dahmer, monster, but not psychopath. The more better, let's Google that. Oh, buddy. You want a French fry, bud? It's a little salty. See? Edinburgh News, not a psychopath. We're not a psychopath. Well, that guy says not a sociopath. Sociopaths can hate the killing part. That doesn't determine psychopath that he's not a sociopath. Because remember, they do have feelings. Sociopaths. The thing is they might feel too much. Is why they're sociopaths. Because they are so sensitive when those things happen to them that it changed that chemistry in their brain that made them sociopathic. Okay, let's see. One more YouTube video. How you liking it so far? It's interesting, huh?
Let's make out this. Ooh, great. Okay, I guess I can make 2 quiz. Guess what I can make?
Uh-oh, 7 hours ago.
I can make 4 triangles.
How?
Because
Okay, so we saw last week on my stream that they got that there's no more Wonder Woman, there's no more Aquaman, and now we just found out last night there will still be Superman, but not Henry Cavill because they're going to do it from when he was a kid. They're going back to Superman's younger days.
Okay.
It better be good because DC fans are getting really upset.
What? 32. It's gotta be nothing. So I get to the triangle. Mom?
Including firing Henry Cavill.
This is what I can make with 2 triangles. With that, got 2 triangles. And also, we can make with 2
I mean, that was crazy finding that out last night. It's like, okay, I can see why Aquaman's gone. Don't know why Wonder Woman had to go. And now Superman?
Two quiz. A rectangle. Well, guess what else you can make with quiz? Guess what you can make? What else with quiz? Diamonds.
Of course.
By sliding them or turning them the other way or put them together. I put another glue together and make a rectangle and twist it, and that's how you make a bigger one.
DC fans are gonna fret and cry. No, they can. They're not going to, because right now they can give us a little glimmer of hope and say, because they just told you. Okay, right now he's saying oh, they can't come out and they can't, but just a few minutes ago, didn't you say, that they excitingly talked over a whole plan and they're excited about it, and that's why Henry Cavill had to go because he doesn't fit into their plan? And so something's cooking. They're just not saying. Can they say it? They probably can give us some.
Got 3 triangles.
I mean,
Now we got.
because Batman and stuff was supposed to go a darker way with the Joker and everything. And, Henry Cavill's Superman character, we don't know if he was going to lose Lois or not. And if that was going to lead to that really bad world. But now we'll never know because they're not going to head down that storyline anymore.
With spikes. A cat. Meow.
Well, it's going to take a year to come out with it all. Okay, you guys, you're ruining my keys. Hey, dudes. Sorry, my rats are running over my keyboard, you guys. Lip Licker and Mustache are having a heyday on my keyboard. My son brought them in here and they're having a heyday on my keyboard. Hey, baby. Are you having a heyday on my keyboard? Colin! Sorry, I still shouldn't yell in your guys' ears. Okay, you need to take these guys back. They're running all over my keyboard and ruining everything. Don't pull him like that! Be calm. They're little animals. One good thing about having, like, rats, dogs, cats. Be careful! Oh, you hit his head!
What?
Be careful! Walk slow! You hit his head! In the home is my kids are learning to be very passionate towards animals, creatures, stuff like that. They're learning to be very passionate. Okay, should we look up one more hugely controversial thing? And I should give a spoiler warning right now, because I might spoil something for myself, and I don't know if I should spoil it for you too. I've been wanting to watch this YouTube video lately about the new Willow. I watched the first 2 episodes. They weren't too terribly bad. They weren't bad. I was wondering where it's going to go because it's just the beginning. Oh, sociopaths don't have a stare. Come on. And especially not like that. It's not creepy like, oh. Just kidding. Would you guys want to watch that or not? So if I go look at that video right now, if you don't want to know anything about Willow, please shut the video down right now. Just don't do it. You can see me typing it in. You see me, I'm going there. Let's see. We see the critical drinker did it, and I kind of trust critical drinker, kind of. I think he's the one with the wine glass in his hand. So I'm gonna click on this video right now. If you don't want to know anything about Willow, go ahead and feel free to exit the video early. It won't hurt my feelings. I don't want to spoil this for you. If you didn't want to see this, oh, it's only 12 minutes, huh? So if you don't want any of the episodes spoiled for you, look away now. Look away now. Hey, I like Yandor. Yeah, see? Yeah, I don't like in the show how Willow and what's her name went their separate ways and separate ideas on how to raise Laura Dannon. They should have been in sync. Willow should have never left. Whatever. It was a good movie. I didn't even like Avatar 1. I'm not even going for 2. It was too predictable and I didn't really care for it. Sorsha, yeah. No, Val Kilmer. Unless they adapted that into the show, the fact that he can't talk. They adapted it into the new Maverick, and that's why Val Kilmer was in the new Top Gun. But I figured that they did what's going on with the real life body of the original actor, that's unless they wrote it into the show and said, yeah, Mad Mortigan can't talk now, but then, you know, his mouth was probably part of his character. You never know. So I mean, you don't know why they cut Val Kilmer out, but I was just guessing it's because he's probably not starring in too much lately, seeing how he can't talk. Here, let's see why real quick. Okay, fine. I gotta really quickly see why. Why wasn't Val Kilmer in the new Willow? Let's Google that. He was in the new Top Gun. Okay, so okay, anyways, let's go back to the critical drinker. But yep. Not in that day and age. No. I don't think she was bad at all. I don't think she was bad at all. I think she was good in every role. I think she's a good actress. I liked her in Marvel. I liked her in Star. I think she's adaptable. I don't think she's played the same personality and character in every single one of them. Yeah, she doesn't play well with others. I'm getting tired of her in every scene saying, nope, I'm going to go do what I want to do. And you guys can go do what you're going to do, and I'm going to go do my thing. And I mean, that works every once in a while, but in every single scene, she's a little bit of Merida, she's a little bit of, she's like, I'm going to fight for my own hand. Maybe she really is a Laura Dannon, and Mad Mortigan's real daughter is the kitchen maid, and they were switched. And it's going to turn out she's going to be the sorceress, and she's going to be, I bet you they switched to Laura Dannon with her. We're going to find out that big surprise. I was surprised she was not. I thought she was Laura Dannon. She has the red hair. You're looking for... The baby had bright red hair. You were looking for somebody to grow up. And after they talk about everything that went down in the past, the next two characters you see on screen is the princess and her. And so it makes you think, okay, there's Laura Dannon, the little redhead. Did anybody else think that but me, that they got Laura Dannon wrong? That's why I like all the Iron Man movies, especially number 3. He's not perfect. He's a man in a suit. He has PTSD. I mean, he thought that wormhole was going to close and he was going to get stuck up there in space. And what if he does and falls to the car? Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the YouTube. We got a little bit of everything. Some Willow, some DC, some psychopaths, sociopaths, some political drama. It's a good little rounded little bit of everything. I'm getting a little tired, so I'm gonna cut it. If I get to a point where if I'm not so tired anymore and I feel like streaming more tonight, I'll stream more tonight. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and you guys have a good night. Everybody get some good sleep. Enjoy the beginning of Christmas break. It'll probably go by fast because December so far is. And thanks everybody for everything you do for me, and congrats to the 3 winners tonight. Contact